A jarring sound intruded upon Melissa's sleep, throwing her into a state of terror. In her dream, the noise seemed to caution her not to flee, as those pursuing her could infiltrate any space the sound had entered. She awoke abruptly, her eyes darkened around the room in white confusion. She couldn't discern how long she had been asleep before the sound startled her, nor could she determine if it was morning or if her dream had jolted her into wakefulness. Her senses were clouded by the lingering ether of sleep which swelled in her head. Gradually, she recognized the source of the noise, a police siren. Instantly, her mind snapped to attention. The police were coming for her. For a moment, she was disoriented, struggling to recall where she was and why. Then, the realization hit her. She had attempted to kill Clifford. Panic surged through her veins. As Melissa caught up, she saw her family huddled together in the living room, their faces etched with confusion. She understood that none of them except herself knew what was happening. A loud thud echoed through the door, sending shock waves of fear through the already frightened group in the living room. As the banging on the door continued, Melissa's heart raced. She examined herself and realized her clothes were disheveled. Yet, she knew she had to face whatever was on the other side of the door. She had been caught. She steeled herself, ready to confront the consequences, even if it meant going to jail like other women who couldn't escape this fate. With shaking hands, she opened the door. The early morning darkness was pierced by the swirling red and blue lights of police sirens. As the door swung open, a barrage of flashlight beams hit her eyes, temporarily blinding her. She could sense her family closely following behind her, their confusion palpable. Slowly, she turned around to face them, her vision still obscured by the intense lights. As Melissa's eyes gradually adjusted to the situation and her vision cleared, the flashlight beams revealed a policewoman stepping towards her, her stance commanding and assertive. Despite the early morning haze, Melissa could see that the woman was imposing a stature, her face appearing large. The exact number of police officers in the yard remained unclear due to the swirling lights of their vehicles, but that didn't concern Melissa. The roving lights exposed their scattered presence around the yard. "Hey!" The policewoman barked at her. "Don't move." With those words, she flung a gun towards Melissa's face. "No one should attempt to escape," another voice warned. "The house is surrounded." "We're looking for Melissa Clifford," the policewoman in front of her continued, gun still at the ready. "Our information indicates that she is here. Nobody should attempt to hide her from the police. We have a search warrant to search this house." Neighbors in nearby houses began to open the windows much as they had done when Melissa arrived the previous evening. However, they hesitated to come out and intervene, cautious not to draw the attention of the police. In Nigeria, Both the guilty and the innocent often fear the actions of the police. Melissa knew that such sentiments were shared by many, and international organizations often criticized the Nigerian police for failing to exemplify proper conduct and international standards. To Melissa's surprise, fear didn't grip her body. She didn't respond to their demands. She considered them to be rather foolish. She stood right there, visible in their midst, yet they were still searching for her. Were they not being foolish? Garrett stepped forward, his voice trembling as he spoke. "Where did you come from?" he asked. "Some of us are from Harlem here," one of the policemen replied, a hefty gun hanging from his shoulder. "The rest are from Lagos. We are all Nigerian police officers." "What's the matter?" Garrett asked, concern evident in his voice. "What has Lisa done that you're looking for her?" "She is under suspicion of attempted murder," the policeman responded. "Officer, my daughter is not a criminal. She is dealing with marital issues," Garrett pleaded. "No, she has committed a criminal offense against the state." "Officer, it hasn't reached that point. We can resolve this issue between Clifford's family and ours." "You're her father?" the policewoman snapped. "Please, don't waste our time. Which one is she among these?" "Wait, officer." The policewoman raised a hand to silence Garrett. "We've shown some leniency due to your age, but we can be tough if necessary. You can't dictate to the state its duty to protect its citizens." Our team came from the Volkswagen Town, Lagos Police Command, where the case was reported. "We have every right to search your house thoroughly." They reached out to us upon arriving here and secured a warrant from the Harlem Police Post. This is not a theatrical performance. Your daughter is accused of attempting to murder her husband by pushing him onto the road where he was hit by a car. Garrett's eyes narrowed as he turned an incredulous gaze toward Melissa, his hand reaching up to wipe his forehead. Melissa's mother's lips parted slowly in disbelief as she turned her face away in shame. Benjamin, her elder brother, shook his head sadly. Linda covered her face with her hands and began to weep. Her other sister sank to the floor, clutching her head in despair.